get one thing clear, Reg.
What's that, Tony?
No more rubbish calls.
Whatever you say, mate.
Let me give you the nod before you accept any calls. I don't want any more running on twos and blues to a sweet shop because some kid's lifted a packet of cheese and onion, all right?
It's peanuts, actually.
Sierra 1 from Sierra Oscar, receiving over.
Yeah, go ahead, Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, disturbance, 49 Downs Road. A young girl kicking a door and shouting abuse. Can you deal?
Yeah, we'll run to that, Kev.
What have I just said?
I thought it was a good call.
It's bound to be an LOB. It's probably some tart who's locked herself out.
Clear left.
Oh, I'm sorry, you'll have to forgive me, I didn't hear you. It's Tuesday, you see. Tuesday's always hoovering day. I always do it on a Tuesday because Wednesday the bin men come. It's all right, you're not disturbing me. Come in.
Thank you.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine, really.
Oh, it's no trouble.
I've just come to get some details, Mrs. Brown.
Oh, listen to me going on, wasting your time. Sit down.
Thank you. No, I assure you, you're not wasting our time. Now, about this couple.
Well, he wore jeans and he hadn't washed his hair.
How old?
Maybe 30, but no older. His girlfriend was younger.
And they said they were from the charity People in Peril.
Yes, they had the stickers, they had the box, the lot.
Any proof of identity on them?
Well, yes, they did show me something, but it was so quick I didn't have time to get my glasses on.
So you couldn't say whether the ID was bogus or not?
Well, this is the thing, you see. I thought about it afterwards. When the charity people usually come round here, they always show you their pass thingies first, don't they? Well, they wear them like a necklace or a badge, but not these two. That's why I phoned you.
No, you did the right thing, Mrs. Brown.
And then, calling me names because I refused to give them any money. Well, that's not right, is it? Now then, about that tea.
No, I'm fine, really.
Nonsense! It's good community relations.
Mama! I know you're in there! Mum! Mum! I'll keep this door and I will!
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, brilliant! Thanks, Mum! Thank you very much!
Would you like to tell us what's been going on?
Ask her! She's the one who called you.
We're asking you.
Look, it doesn't matter, does it? All I want's me clothes. She won't let me in to get them.
Well, if you will go around trying to smash doors down, you can't blame your mother for not letting you in.
I wouldn't have to smash the blooming door if you'd let me in!
You got a social worker, Lauren?
What do you think I am?
What's your mum's name?
Carrie.
No, her surname.
Harwood.
Mrs. Harwood! Police, Mrs. Harwood. We've got your daughter out here.
She's in there, I know she is.
Can she come in and collect her clothes, Mrs. Harwood? Nothing.
Can't you kick the door in or something?
Who do you think we are, the fire brigade?
Are you staying with friends?
Yeah.
Well, look, the only thing I can suggest is that you go away and hope that your mum calms down enough to let you come back and collect your clothes later.
In the meantime, we're going to have to ask you to move on.
Move on?
Can't leave you here.
But I ain't had a change of knickers in 2 days.
Yeah, well, I'd love to help you out, you know, but as I say...
Yeah, thanks. For nothing.
You dirty
What?
jailbait.
I feel sorry for the girl. What do you want to go and do a thing like that for?
Ever considered bowling for England?
Stupid cow! Look what you've done! You'll damn well pay for that. Come on then! Won't be the first time, would it? Kill her
Calm down, shall we?
See what I have to put up with! See what she's like! I'm your mother, you should have some respect! I want her arrested now! All I want's me clothes, Mum! That's all I want, me clothes! Let go!
Right! You are nicked! Assault on police!
You can't hit my mum!
Get that here, you fat pig! You're hurting me! I'll get your number and report you!
Mum!
It's all your fault, you silly bitch!
You called him, didn't you?
You were smashing the door down!
Assistance required, Norika. 2 stroppy prisoners.
You give us your location, Tony. We're on our way.
Now, 49 Downs Road.
Sounds like you got your hands a bit full there, Tony.
Don't hang about, Steve! Calm down!
Right. Well, thank you very much for your help, Joan. You've been most informative. And thank you for the tea.
Oh, there was another thing. They didn't try next door.
How do you mean?
Well, you'd expect them to, wouldn't you? If they were legitimate, I mean.
Yes, I suppose you would.
They got into a car. I watched them. They were arguing, going at it hammer and tongs.
What sort of car?
Blue.
Blue.
One of these long ones, like that.
Estate.
That's it. The number was VH something, and it had a 3 in it, and it ended with a W.
Wish we had more like you, Mrs. Brown. Thank you very much.
I only hope I haven't wasted your time.
No, not at all. You take care now. Sierra Oscar from 9-2. You receiving?
Go ahead, Sarge.
Kath, will you look up the address of a local charity, People in Peril? I think this one's worth looking into.
Right, which is the violet one?
How do you want to do this?
Youngest in the car.
All right, Marika in the back with her. This one might give you some trouble.
What's your name, love?
Lauren.
What you been nicked for?
I don't know.
Hold your head.
Sit.
I hate fighting with Doris's.
Thought you were used to it, Tom. She's ruined my hat. Only just got this one as well.
Criminal damage, Reg.
Good morning. Do you work with People in Peril?
Yeah.
Can I have a word?
Yeah, better come in. This is silly when you think about it, innit? I mean, you, young woman like yourself, getting arrested. And for what?
She blames me for everything. She's always on about something or another. I can't do nothing right.
No.
We raise money through the usual modes of fundraising. Things like poetry recitals.
Do door knocking?
No. Personally, I don't agree with it.
But you have street collections, shopping precincts and such?
Yes, but we have a policy to respect people's space. No aggressive tin rattling or that sort of thing.
But could one or two of your collectors be a little overzealous? Do a little bit of door knocking on their own initiative?
I find that unlikely, officer.
But possible?
Well, we only have about 15 volunteers. All known to me personally.
And what sort of people do you help?
As the name would imply, anyone who's in peril. You see, most charities ford a narrow stream. Children, the old, the starving. We aim to catch the people who don't fall so readily into easily defined groups.
In other words, everyone and anyone?
Well, not quite. We limit applications to confines of the borough.
Is this one of yours?
Yeah.
Well, we're looking for a bloke of about 25, 35, dirty hair, unshaven, could be driving a W-registered blue estate. Ring any bells?
Not immediately.
Do you know if anyone's got a grudge against the charity?
Well, we do have a nasty letters file. Sometimes people are less than understanding when you can't offer them aid.
Could I hang on to those for a few days?
As long as we get them back.
Cheers. And where do you get your stickers printed?
A place down on the industrial estate. Charlie Basham's?
Blokes fancy her, don't they?
Sorry.
Lauren.
She's a kid.
Good-looking kid.
I'm a police officer.
They do. They fancied me when I was her age. I still look young, though. Most people think we're sisters. But all the fellas go for her. Young, you see.
Get her locked up for her, Steve, mate. She's gone weird on me.
That's better. Hear ourselves think now. What can I do for you? A couple of posters for the policeman's ball?
I wish you could. No, I've come about this.
Well, what about it?
Is this one of yours?
Yeah, it's one of ours, all right. I'm surprised to see it, though.
Why's that?
Well, you probably wouldn't notice the difference, but if you lay another one alongside this, you'll see that this is a flatter red. This one, more vibrant.
Oh, yeah, why's that?
Well, quality fault. If you don't give the ink time to run up, you get a pink instead of a red. You binned a load of them. I didn't want to supply half the old with half the new. It don't look good.
And this could have come from that bag?
Could have.
It's her you should be dealing with, not me. I'm the victim here.
Look, if you don't shut up and calm down, you'll go to a cell now.
Oh, that's right. You side with her, just like all the others. Think with your blooming hormones.
Right, that's it. Cell number 1. We'll deal with you later. Come on.
Help me! Ow! You're enjoying this, aren't you? Well, I like to mind feel about this. You wait to see.
I take it there's no dad on the scene.
There's Mark.
Your mum's boyfriend. Well, you don't get on.
No, he's all right.
Well, what's the problem then?
He's 19. You see, my mum's paranoid. She thinks she's old, but she ain't. So she likes Mark because he makes her feel young.
And having a daughter your age shatters her illusion.
Eh?
Oh, in short, you make her feel old.
In short, she reckons I'm bunking up with Mark.
Mind your head.
Right, cheers. Bit cranked, isn't it?
Yeah, you get used to it.
Tell me, what about your employees?
Sorry?
Are they trustworthy?
We're a small family-run business. The old boy's me uncle, the young one's me son. The other one's been with me years.
Business good?
We get by.
Had to lay anybody off lately?
Funny you should say that. I did have a few redundancies forced on me.
Was that for economic or other reasons?
Do you see any green shoots of recovery around here?
So what about these people you had to lay off?
The young apprentice just off to his YTS and another lad been with me 5 years.
And would they have had access to these charity stickers?
Yeah, but they wouldn't be any use to anyone.
Was one of them adverse to shampoo and shaving cream?
Ha! Sounds like Suzi.
Sudsy?
Steve Chamberlain, the bloke used to take the Michael out of him. He's not got himself involved in anything, has he?
Depends. You know what kind of motor he drives, do you?
Ford Escort estate, why?
Blue?
When he washes it, yeah.
And would you say he was trustworthy?
Ha! With everything but a bar of soap, yes.
You got an address?
Well, it looks like your mother wants to charge you with criminal damage. No, we can have a word with her. That still leaves a little matter of assault.
Stupid, weren't I?
She's ruined my outside.
So because your mum doesn't want to lose her toy boy, she's chucked you out?
He ain't her toy boy. She's only 33.
And before this Mark, everything was rosy, was it?
It was all right, yeah.
Any chance you can patch up your differences?
Ask her. She chucked me out.
Well, in the meantime, you got somewhere to stay the night?
Like a friend's floor, usually.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, it's not a long-term solution. I mean, a friend in need is a friend most people can do without, right?
I ain't looking for charity. I don't want no one feeling sorry for me or nothing. I've always done my bit, and if I'm in the way, I'll move on. I know when I'm not wanted.
Plenty of practice, huh?
Look, she ain't a bad mum. I mean, you might not think it, but, like, I see her as my big sister, really.
Oh, and all sisters argue, right?
Yeah.
Especially about boyfriends.
Well, you've been informed and given a copy of your rights. You don't want a solicitor, but if you change your mind, let us know and we'll contact a solicitor of your choice.
What about me stuff?
You can keep it. Sign there. OK. We're going to have to lock you up for now until we decide what to do with you. And I suggest, Lauren, you take the time to figure out a way of healing this rift between you and your mother. Swallowing a little bit of pride's better than being out in the street, innit?
I suppose.
This way.
What do you reckon?
Well, it's only cautionable. Much as you value your tip for Reg, it's hardly going to impress the CPS, is it?
Yeah, well, I don't think either of us wanted to nick themselves.
I'll be in favour of giving both a caution.
Yeah, me and all.
Yeah, but it's still a matter of criminal damage.
Won't get to court.
Mum doesn't know that.
How about if we made a big deal of the caution? You know, up the drama a bit. Made it seem like assaulting a policeman was an hanging offence.
Should be.
We might just be able to appeal to the lighter side of her nature.
Well, it's worth a try, Reg. Worth a try.
That number you wanted me to trace through goalie, Sarge, comes up as only one possible on a blue Ford Escort estate. No registered keeper since March of last year. The full number is Victor November Hotel 319 Whiskey.
Thanks. Circulation to all units. Attention requested to a blue Ford Escort estate. Victor November Hotel 319 Whiskey. The driver is likely to be a Stephen Chamberlain, concerned in a deception. Wanted on a warrant and is a disqual.
What's the warrant for, Sarge?
Failing to appear. What's your location, Narika?
Top end of the high street.
I'm sitting up outside the suspect's address in Hallings Road. Any chance of you making it over here?
Where do you want us, Sarge?
Just in the area will do fine, Steve.
Come on, out.
Cheers, Robbie. So, Carrie. You'd prefer it if I called you Carrie, wouldn't you?
Don't mind.
You working?
Perfume counter at the department store.
Thought you smelt nice. So what are you doing here, Carrie?
Ask him, he arrested me.
You've not been arrested before, have you?
No.
No. And now here you are, sitting opposite me, having assaulted a police officer. It disappoints me.
Sorry?
It disappoints me to see an attractive young lady making a mess of her life.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, there's a criminal record. And how your employer's going to take it when you take a day off work to go to court? It's hardly jury service, is it?
They couldn't sack me or anything, could they?
Well, they're not supposed to.
They'll be watching, you know, won't they?
Yeah, just make me an excuse.
It's an employer's market.
And then there's Lauren.
She's got to you, hasn't she? She's got to you.
Look, Carrie, she's a nice young girl. Bit quick-tempered, maybe, but who did she get that from?
She's not the little angel you lot think she is.
I'm sure she isn't. But then we're not going to chuck her on the street, are we?
So what's your side of the story, Carrie?
OK. We go out together, Lauren and me, to nightclubs and stuff. We might get off with a couple of blokes. Don't let on that we're mother and daughter. I met Mark. We both fancied him. Only he came up to me first. Asked me to dance.
Now he's living with you.
I love the bloke. Is there anything wrong with that? So what would you do if you came back and found your daughter in bed with a man you love?
You found them in bed together?
Not exactly.
Well, what were they doing?
What do you think?
Well, they might not have been, you know.
Of course they were.
Look, all I'm saying is, in a situation like that, well, you always think the worst, don't you? Look, I'm not being naive, but, well, kids experiment, don't they?
The kind of experimentation they were up to led me to have Lauren in the first place.
Sierra Oscar 2 from 9-2. Are you receiving?
Go ahead.
Blue Escort has just pulled up in Hallings Road. Are you available?
Yeah.
It's facing south towards Capstan Road. If you sit up on Capstan, I'll keep you informed.
Well, you leave us no choice, Carrie. If you want to pursue this criminal damage through the court, we have to pursue the assault charges. You can't have one without the other.
If she hadn't smashed that window, I wouldn't be here now.
If you'd let her in to collect her clothes, she wouldn't have had to smash the window.
But I am here, aren't I? I'm under arrest.
Yeah, but you can go home now, with a caution. If you drop the charges against Lauren.
And if you let her in to collect her clothes.
It's up to you.
The car's heading south down Hallings Road. I'm following. Stand by to cut it off at the junction.
Understood.
Right, go, go, go!
Anything wrong, officer?
Why didn't you stop back there?
Oh, was that you? I didn't notice.
You haven't got any mirrors?
No, it's the sun. The sun got in my eyes.
Yeah. Well, I have reason to believe that you have both been trying to obtain money by deception. Have a look in that bag, please, miss.
Don't you have to have a warrant?
Reasonable grounds, bag. And out of the car. And are you Stephen Chamberlain?
Yeah.
We're going to have to go and have a look in your flat, aren't we? Right, get them both in the van. Come on.
Right then, young lady. Seems common sense has prevailed. Do you want to go home and get your clothes?
I haven't got home, have I?
Must be some bloke, this. What's his name?
Mark.
Mark. Bit of a catch, is he?
No, he's just a bloke.
Not to your mummy, eh?
To tell the truth, I think he's a bit immature.
Oh, yeah. Come on, then. Time to swallow your pride. Your mum's agreed to let you go home and get your clothes.
Thanks.
Come on in. Carriage awaits.
Well, Sarge?
Well, what?
Well, what did you find out about the boyfriend?
Looking for some tips, are we, Reg?
No, Sarge, but didn't say no, do you?
Forget it. He's probably out of our league.
Yeah, but don't bear thinking about it, does it? Mother and daughter.
Reg, area car, now.
We've got a mortgage on this place. Kept up the payments fine till I was made redundant.
We wanted to start a family, have kids and that.
Now we're stuffed.
They decided to rip off a charity instead.
It's not a question of ripping off, it's a question of self-help.
It's against the law.
We're in need. We're just cutting out the middleman, that's all it was.
Was it?
Yes. I wrote to Crookshank. He's supposed to help people in our situation, local. But he wouldn't help. I used to deliver the labels to him and everything. It shows you where his principles are, doesn't it? Some people have got no sense of propriety, have they?
No.
You did the sensible thing, Mrs. Harwood.
Mum, I like Mark, but there's nothing in it, honest.
Look, Lauren, why don't you go in and get your things, eh? I'll wait out here for you.
Yeah.
No, no need. She won't be going. Not unless you want to go.
No.
Need someone to do the washing up, don't I?
Mark!
And where the hell have you been? I've been worried sick.
Oh, don't give me a rouse, sweetheart. I've had a terrible day.
You see the state of that?
Wonder what they see in him. Still, no counting for taste.
Hope for you yet, Rich. Gary?
Helen? On here then. Pathetic. Give us it back.
Should be inside. What are you doing out here?
Getting away from him, ain't I? He's sitting there, staring at us.
Yeah, well, it will be. And he'll be sitting in the dock staring too if you have to give evidence. That's something every witness has to deal with.
Yeah. But not every witness is giving evidence against his dad, is he?
You took your time?
Yeah, sorry, Sarge.
Well, now, Yuri, I'll give you the good news. Warrillow's going not guilty on both of them. The missus and the kid.
What?
Oh, yeah. He reckons he can wriggle out of beating the kid and her. His brief's cooked up some defence, apparently. Probably going to say he's got a nervous tic that makes him lash out in all directions.
Yeah, but he admitted it. And there's photos of Gary showing his bruises.
I just got the message, Mike. The CPS brief will explain it, if you can find him.
Yeah, don't worry, I will. CPS, PC Jarvis.
Oh, yes. I'm Mr. Samuels. We'll be on in a minute. I take it you've heard.
Yeah, he's going not guilty on both.
That's right. I mean, he was always going to try it on with his wife. There's not much evidence, and they always do, don't they? But now he's decided to fight the boy's case, too.
Look, call me stupid, Mrs. Samuels, but what possible defence has Warrilow got for what he did to Gary? I mean, since he admitted beating him, and we've got photos to prove it.
Well, it's quite obvious, really. Like to think I'd have thought of it myself.
Yeah?
His defence is reasonable chastisement.
What?
Reasonable chastisement. He'll say Gary was being a troublesome teenager or something, that Gary cheated him back, did something wrong and so got punished for it.
With a belt? He had bruises all over his back.
No.
All for standing up for his mother. To try and stop her getting beaten up, as per usual.
That may well be. But Warrilow will probably say otherwise, won't he? And the law of the land is that you can chastise your child reasonably. Still, we'll do what we can.
What about Mrs. Warrilow? I mean, she made a statement too.
That's the really clever bit, in my opinion. Shall we go? If it looks as though Warrilow's going to get off on a charge against his son, and then perhaps return to the matrimonial home, do you really think his wife will still testify against him in her own case?
I'll see.
Brian Warrilow. Court number 1.
I wouldn't bet on it, would you?
Mike.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Sarge, do us a favour. Have a word with Mrs. Warrilow while I'm in. Mr. Samuels here reckons she could go flip-flop on us.
Make it a very tactful word, Sergeant, not discussing the case, since you're a witness too.
Right. Leave it with me.
So what we're left with, she won't play ball?
Just Gary.
Well, the word of a 14-year-old against his father.
It could be all we've got.
Sergeant Boyden. I was a custody officer in your case. I got Gary examined.
Oh, yeah.
In a bit of a state, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. But I don't know if any of this is going to make things better.
At 10:25 p.m. on March 11th, I attended a disturbance at 77 Ettrick Crescent, home of the defendant. I heard raised voices come from inside the house, but no one answered the door. I was about to try and force my way in when I saw a woman, who I now know to be Mrs. Warrilow, sitting in the family car in the driveway.
In the car?
And yes, Your Worship, she'd locked herself in.
Go on.
I persuaded her to open the car door, and she told me her husband and son were arguing in the house and she was keeping out of it. I then got her to let me into the house.
And what condition was she in? What state, Constable?
She appeared to be frightened, but she did not appear to have been harmed.
Go on.
I entered the house, where I heard shouting and screaming. I heard someone saying, "Mind your own business." I then entered the kitchen, where I saw Mr. Warrilow, the defendant. I then saw Gary, his son, in the corner of the kitchen, by the TV. He was crying, distressed, and his T-shirt was ripped. And opposite him, on the corner side of the table, was his father, the defendant, shouting back, "Keep out of it. Mind your own business," like I said before.
And was he holding anything?
Yes, sir. A belt. He had it folded in two, buckle end in his hand, and he was holding it over Gary. I said to him, "What do you think you're doing?" And he said, "I'm teaching him a lesson." So I said, "Put the belt down."
And?
And he did, after some hesitation.
Did he seem willing to do that?
Well, he'd been drinking, but he became cooperative quite rapidly.
But you still arrested him?
Oh, yes, sir. After I'd seen what he'd done to his son's back.
I want to see him punished. You know, for what he did to Gary. But if he's going to walk free on that one...
What makes you think he will?
Brian. He says his brief's got it all worked out. He told me.
He won't walk if you give evidence. Not if you stick to your original statement and tell the court what he's been doing to you. It's as simple as that.
Is it? I mean, how do you know that? What happens if he does get away with it and I've testified against him? How do you think that's going to make him behave?
He won't walk, believe me.
But what if he does? Where does that put me and Gary? Either still living in the same house as him or on the streets. Think about it.
What interests me as far as your evidence is concerned are two things. The first is that my client readily admitted beating his son, Gary, the photographic evidence of which we shall be seeing. Is that correct?
Yeah, he admitted it, yeah.
Good. The second is a question which I will not ask you to answer yourself. Instead, I would simply like you to tell me whether you asked it at the time. Did you ask the defendant why he had beaten his son? It's quite straightforward, Constable.
Gary had already told me he'd been trying to stop his mother.
I'll repeat the question, Constable. I am talking about the defendant and what you said to him. Did you ask Mr. Warrilow why he had beaten his son?
No, Your Worship.
So the defendant at no time explained to you why he was beating his son?
He'd been drinking.
Nevertheless.
The boy had been assaulted. He admitted it. I arrested him. There wasn't the time to sit down and have a family meeting about it.
Constable.
Sorry, sir. I did not ask Mr. Warrilow why he'd been beating his son, as I had already been told by Mrs. Warrilow.
All right, Gary? Sergeant Boyden?
I'll fetch him.
Have fun, did you?
This brief's up to something. Got it all worked out, I can tell.
Oh, well, wish me luck.
Oh, hang on a minute, Sarge. What does she say, Mrs. Warrilow?
Well, she says she'll testify, but I'd say it's touch and go. Same old story. Better the devil you know. See ya.
Sarge?
Sergeant Boyden?
Yeah, come in. What is it?
Without her evidence, Gary's on his own against his father. Stood in court.
Well, I know that.
Well, if his mother sticks with his father, he'd be testifying against them both in effect. It split up the family.
It's not our problem, Mike.
Mind if I come in?
Yeah, sure.
Now, Sergeant Boyden, I have no problems with the custody record, which seems exemplary.
Thank you.
I merely wish to ask you why you charged the defendant with assault.
Sorry?
Why, Sergeant?
Because from the evidence I had before me, assault seemed the most suitable charge.
So on the basis of these bruises, and my client's admission of causing them with his belt, you charged him with assault?
Yes. The doctor confirmed the skin wasn't broken. Otherwise, I'd have charged the defendant with GBH. As it was, we settled for assault.
Despite the fact that the skin wasn't broken?
Of course. It's still assault. And on his own say-so, too.
But is it? Surely where the matter is between a father and a son, and the father says he is teaching him a lesson, there is a possibility that it was reasonable chastisement.
Reasonable? That?
You said yourself the skin wasn't broken.
She ain't gonna do it, you know. She'll bottle out.
Did she say so?
No, but I know her. She never stands up for herself anymore. That's why I had to.
Yeah, I see.
So why don't you talk to her? Tell her it's gonna be okay.
I can't. I mean, I can't advise her. And anyway, I'm not so sure it's going to be okay.
Why not?
Well, just because. It's not that I don't want to help.
Well, I'll bear that in mind. It wasn't you that got it, was it?
Did you not at any time seek to establish whether this had been reasonable chastisement of a teenager by a father?
I do not believe that this was reasonable. I believe that this was an assault.
Sergeant, that was a question. Do you wish me to repeat it?
Did I ask him why he did this to his son?
That is correct. Not whether you were told anything by anyone else, but whether Mr. Warrilow was asked why he did it.
No. But that still doesn't make this reasonable.
Thank you, Sergeant.
I shall come to that later.
How'd you get on?
Painful. Do you speak to her?
Nah, it doesn't look good though.
Telling me. Their Brees behaving like the cat that got the cream.
Well, now's the moment of truth.
I want to hear this.
You have to go in.
No, I'm not going in there.
You could find yourself in contempt, Mrs. Warrilow.
I don't have to go in there if I'm frightened.
Frightened?
Should have said this before now.
I've only just made up my mind. I'm not going in there, and that's that. I want us all to go home.
It's not going to help your case against your husband.
I know that. But you can't make me say anything if I don't want to. It's my business. I'm trying to keep my family together, and this is how I'm going to do it.
So you won't testify in Gary's case either?
No, it's a waste of time. It's all a waste of time. We can go home now.
Well, is that what you think, Gary? It's a waste of time?
No. I don't care what she does. I'm going ahead.
Gary, can I have a word?
Okay then. On your head.
Sorry, Gary. I just reckon you should think very carefully before going through with it.
Why?
Well, it's not a nice thought, Gary, but it looks as though your mother's going to stay with your father.
You what?
And if you take sides against him, you could be taking sides against her as well.
What? I only tried to help her.
Yeah, I know.
She wouldn't stay with him, not now.
People do funny things, Gary, for all sorts of funny reasons. Take it from me.
She's mad.
She's frightened. You heard what she said. She's frightened. I'm not here to advise you.
So why are you?
Because nobody else will.
So you don't reckon I should give evidence? You think I should just go back to living with him and let him get away with beating her up every day?
Nobody wants him punished more than I do, Gary. I'm just saying you might split up your family.
What family? She stays with him, I haven't got a family.
The boy still wants to give evidence, does he?
That's what he says. Doesn't even want to scream.
Good on him.
What?
I hate to see wife beat his wriggle off. Don't like bullies.
Yeah, but he's only 14, Sarge.
They always pick on people that can't fight back.
I've just spent the last half hour trying to persuade Gary not to go ahead.
You what? Now's his chance. That's what courts are supposed to be for. Wish to God I'd taken my old man to court once or twice.
Yeah, but what about his mother and father? I mean, she's going to stand by her old man, frightened or not.
So? The kid's got this far, he's got to do it. For himself. Leave the rest to the social workers, mate.
I had enough. I've been watching for years. Not him doing it, because he's clever. He does it when I'm not around. But I saw the bruises come and go. I saw her trying to hide them.
But we have no evidence of this, Mr. Samuels?
We have no medical evidence, sir. Regrettably, the witness I was going to produce is no longer available.
Yes, I can appreciate your difficulty. Go on, Gary.
Well, I come home early. I did it on purpose, really. Thursday night, his darts night. He's usually had a few. I let myself in quiet. This time, I caught him.
Doing what, Gary?
He was stood over her, in the corner of the kitchen. She was crying, curled up in a ball in the corner, begging him to leave her alone. And he was saying she started it. She asked for it. I think that's what knocked me most. Him saying she started it. And he had the iron in his hand.
The iron?
He was threatening her, telling her I'd fry her face off. It was still hot to see she'd been ironing.
So what did you do, Gary?
Well, I called the police. And I went back into the kitchen and I shouted at him. He was a bit surprised. So I took the iron off of him. I took it off of him and I threw it in the lounge.
And did you attack him?
No.
Hit him at all?
No.
Aggravate him?
No. Just took the iron off of him. Told him to leave her alone.
So what did you do next, Gary?
I went to follow her out. I told her that was it, we were leaving. But then he got me. When I turned my back on him, he hit me across here. With a belt. His belt. I went down, but he kept on. Again and again, on and on, hitting me with his belt. I tried to move out of the way, around the kitchen, but I couldn't. And then he arrived, that copper over there, and stopped him. And that's the honest truth.
Thank you.
Well, he handled that all right. I've seen officers give worse evidence.
Yeah, but that was the easy bit, Sarge.
Excuse me. Has Gary finished yet?
No. You's better in there, you know. You might learn a thing or two about your husband. Doesn't it bother you? Gary going through all this? Standing in there all by himself?
Of course. But you heard him. It's up to him.
So this is the support he gets for sticking up for you?
Yes. It's called keeping his family together and a roof over his head. And it's just as hard as going in there.
But what if he doesn't want that? What if all he wants is a bit of justice?
Well, he's come to the wrong place, hasn't he?
That isn't what I asked you, Gary.
Yeah, but he should have done. He knows why he started on me, ask him.
Please. You must just answer the questions, Gary. I appreciate how you feel, but please, just give answers. We're all here to get at the truth.
Thank you, Your Worship.
Mother's still outside. Tried every word, she nearly bit me head off.
Precisely what happened earlier that evening. Whether, in fact, you had already argued with your parents.
I had, so what?
What was the argument about?
Nothing. I mean, it was me clearing up after me, going out or something. I can't remember.
Well, try to, Gary. And remember what you said to your mother.
I said to her.
When she told you not to go out?
I can't remember. I told her, I told, just to use your rubbish. I told her to lump it. She's always going on at me. She's my mum, isn't she?
Yes, Gary. But did you, in fact, threaten her?
Threaten her?
Threaten your mother?
No, of course not.
What is she playing at?
I'd like you to think very carefully about that, Gary.
I've already told you.
Well, I have a different version of events, Gary. So I would like you to make quite sure that you try and remember what happened that evening.
I thought about it and I never threatened no one. Ask him or me mum.
I'm asking you, Gary. I have to put it to you that your father had no choice but to beat you after you turned on your mother.
What?
After you assaulted your mother.
You liar. You filthy liar.
Lying bastard.
Please, quiet, please.
Filthy, no good
If you don't
liar.
stop these outbursts, Gary, you'll be in serious trouble.
Yeah, no wonder they didn't want the mother in here. Back in a minute, Sarge. Mind if I join you?
Suit yourself.
No, I've just been watching in court.
Yeah?
Gary's giving his evidence now.
I know. How's he getting on?
Sorry?
How's Gary getting on?
All right. Should be all over soon. Back to the nick in time for lunch.
What are they saying?
Oh, listen, that. Gary's getting pretty upset. Not easy listening to lies your dad told.
What lies?
Well, of course, I don't know they are lies. He's getting pretty wound up by the lawyer. Must have got it from your husband. Mrs. Warrellow, I know you don't want to testify.
I can't, I don't. Not for Gary's sake, woman.
Yeah, but how do you know that? How do you know what's best for Gary?
Are you saying you do?
No.
Then keep out of it.
I just don't know what Gary's going through for you.
For me?
Yeah, he stuck up for you. He waded in to help you. I just think you owe him a tiny bit back.
Yeah.
You've had quite a time with this witness, Miss Tallybrass, considering his age.
If you say so, Your Worship. But you are aware that I have not been given proper answers to my questions.
The boy is 14, Miss Tallybrass. And this is a difficult and emotional experience for him.
But it is all.
I've answered. How many times have I got to tell you? I can't remember what happened.
Gary!
But he's the one. Can't you see that?
Your father's solicitor is saying otherwise. And you must try to answer her questions.
I never laid a finger on my mother. Ask her. It's just something he's cooked up. It's lies.
Did you or did you not push your mother? Threaten her for telling you off for arriving home late? And was it not a fact that you attacked your mother and were reasonably reprimanded for it?
Rubbish! That's total rubbish!
Quiet, please.
You know damn well
What's she
what
doing
happened.
This is my final warning.
Don't know,
How
Sarge.
could you, Brian?
Usher, remove that
Telling
woman.
lies about your own son.
Quickly, please.
How could you?
You must leave this court.
Come on. You got anything to do with this, Mike?
I might have had a hand in it, Sarge.
This could have got the case stopped. Doesn't do Gary any favours.
Yeah? I'm not so sure, Sarge.
Did you have anything to do with Mrs. Warrellow coming into the court? You presented the magistrate with the woman who says she won't testify screaming from the public seating area. Not very clever. Makes the whole thing look like a waste of the court's time, including the magistrate's.
I just thought she ought to see. Well, to stop pretending she's the only one affected. In the long run, it might get a result.
But you've handed them the whole thing on a plate.
If I have, they already had it on a plate, Mr. Samuels.
What you reckon? Tennis says Gary loses and the dad walks.
If he does, there's no justice.
Like I say.
All right, you're on. Tennis says Gary doesn't lose.
Hope brought your wallet, Mike.
What rise?
Please stand, Mr. Warrellow. For those of you who may not be aware of this, for the defendant to be found guilty, it is necessary for me to be certain, beyond reasonable doubt, that Brian Warrellow assaulted either his wife Sharon or his son Gary, or both. In relation to the charge of assaulting Mrs. Warrellow, in view of the failure of the prosecution to lay any evidence before the court, that charge is dismissed.
You were saying?
However, with the case of Gary, I find myself dealing with the word of a 14-year-old boy and the word of a 44-year-old man who has exercised his right not to give evidence. In this case, I have physical evidence that injuries occurred to Gary. But instead of assault, I am asked to believe that these were a reasonable chastisement for attacking his mother. I have to say I do not believe that. I therefore find the defendant guilty on the charge of assaulting his son.
Yes!
Is anything known about the defendant?
No, Your Worship.
I see. Then I sentence you to 3 months' imprisonment.
What?
Take him down, please.
Rise.
You were lucky, mate. It's a pleasure.
No luck at all, Sarge. I had to win.
How do you mean?
I bet you Gary wouldn't lose, didn't I?
What do you think you're doing, Sharon?
It's over, Brian. You had your chance.
3 months, and I'll be back.
Not living with Gary and me, you're not.
Cheers.
Nancy Wheeler?
Oh, yes. It's WPC Ackland, PC Loxton, Sun Hill. You reported your checkbook and card missing, presumed stolen.
Yes.
Where from?
My bag.
But when did you last have it?
Last night, I think, when I was out.
Well, you didn't report it till this lunchtime?
Well, I didn't realise till then.
So you could have lost it this morning?
I haven't been anywhere.
Heavy night?
I reckon it was the Hawaiian sunsets. I should have stuck with the port and brandies.
Nothing else was taken? Cash, valuables?
No.
Where were you last night?
Work's due. Stella's leaving to get married. Oh, don't get me wrong. She's a nice girl, but she's definitely been lucky.
So where do you work?
Shop quick on the checkouts.
Did you go on your own?
What makes you think that?
Well, perhaps you could tell us who you did go with.
I'd rather not say.
Look, don't worry. We're not accusing anybody of anything. It's just that they might have seen something.
Pete. His name's Pete Smith.
Is he your boyfriend?
Not exactly.
Or just a friend?
Well, no.
Well, what then?
You're going to have to tell us a bit more about this Pete Smith if you want us to help.
I don't know anymore.
Sorry?
I got him from an escort agency. Excuse me.
I've met this Pete Smith character before, you know.
When?
George and me talked to a bloke of the same name a couple of months ago. Same thing.
Really?
3 separate incidents. Women had been out with him, reported checkbook, cards, cash missing. We searched his house twice.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing. Never let on he worked for an escort agency, though.
Oh, this kid. He just took the 2 T-shirts, yeah?
Cheeky toe rag. He had me show him at least a dozen.
What, he wanted to look at them first?
Yeah, very fussy he was. He wanted one turquoise, extra large, gold logo.
And what did the logo say?
The Grim Reaper knows the score.
And the other one?
Black, large, you haven't lived till you're dead, in silver lettering.
Sounds like a righted case.
Well, death's very hot at the moment.
It's not fair, is it?
What isn't?
Life. I mean, if you're not a couple, people think there must be something wrong with you.
All right.
Sitting there pretending to be interested in reading the beer mat. I got fed up with it. When I heard at Bingo about Mrs. Gateskill.
Mrs. Gateskill?
She runs the agency. She showed me these photos.
Of men?
Well, that's my preference. And, I chose Pete Smith.
Is Mrs. Gates good? Does she charge?
30 quid. It's a bargain, really. He was very nice.
So you and Smith went to the party together?
Of course. I was going to get my money's worth. You should have seen their faces.
And did you leave together?
Yeah.
And you went straight back home?
Oh, not exactly. We went back to Pete's place for coffee.
And then what?
Then I came home.
Could he have got to your bag?
Well, yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Could you give us the address of this Mrs. Gateskill's agency?
Typical, innit?
This Mrs. Gateskill, did any of Smith's previous dates mention her?
No, not a murmur. Mind you, they were all pretty cagey.
Cagey?
Yeah, they all said he was a friend of a friend, blind date, that sort of thing.
No mention of any fees changing hands.
No, it's not the sort of thing you want to broadcast, is it? Having to pay to score.
It's called equality, Steve. Men have been doing it for years.
218 from Sierra. Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead, Sarge.
Jarvis clothing store. See the manager, Mr. Azir. Shoplifting incident.
Yeah, on way.
Mrs. Irene Gateskill?
Yes?
PC Locks and WPC Ackland, Sun Hill. Could we have a word?
What about?
An escort agency.
Oh, of course. Come in. Go straight through to the patio. I'd no idea my fame had spread so far. So, which one of you is interested?
Oh, we're just making a few inquiries.
Do sit down. Thank you. Tea? Biscuits?
No, thanks.
Nothing stronger, I know that. So, what can I do for you?
Well, how long have you been running this agency?
About 6 months. Hard work, but very rewarding.
How do you mean?
Putting a bit of fun into other people's lives. Why should the rich and famous have it all? That's what I say. There are too many ordinary folk drinking alone.
Quite.
Then it came to me. An escort agency for your average person. I see it as a sort of community service.
But you charge a fee, presumably?
Oh, peanuts. And I run a Christmas club for clients who want to save up for a special occasion.
What happens to the money?
A third to me, the rest to the escort. The expenses are between them and the client.
So how do you vet your escorts?
All recommended by friends.
We gather that you use a Pete Smith?
Oh, Pete the plumber. Smashing bloke. He can unblock my pipes any time. You wouldn't be disappointed.
Yeah, have you got a photo of him?
Yes. Yes, I have. That's him.
Yeah.
Pete's not in any trouble, is he?
Has he been with you long?
About 4 months. His daughter Josie came back to live with him. He needed the money, he said.
Has he worked for you since?
He stopped for a month or so and started again last week.
Have you ever had any complaints about him?
Oh, never. What's all this about?
Perhaps you could give us a list of his clients, past and present.
Out of the question. I provide a guaranteed confidential service.
Have you got a licence for this agency?
Licence?
From the council. I think you'll find you'll need one.
No one told me.
Well, perhaps, Mrs. Gateskill, in the circumstances, it might be better for everyone if you cooperated, eh?
Manager here?
Yeah, he's just round the back.
Over here. Thank you.
You're not going to believe this. Cool as a cucumber. We like to think our customers are discerning, but this is ridiculous.
It's as if he's dead choosy about what he's lifting.
Do you mind if we take this tape back to the station?
Sorry, sir. Inspection.
Yes.
Mary Sylvester? Yes. Hello, I'm WPCG in Ackland. Would you like to come through? Thanks for coming down. Look, at this stage, whatever is said here is strictly confidential, OK? You'd like to sit down? Now, I gather you've had several dates with a Mr. Peter Smith, yes?
That isn't a crime, is it?
No. When was this?
Started about 3 months ago. I suppose you think it's pathetic.
No, not at all.
Only he just upped and left one day. Said the sparkle had gone out of our marriage.
This is your husband?
Ex. Pays the mortgage, generous allowance. That's supposed to make it all right. Conscience money for running off with that tart.
Yeah, well, it can't have been easy.
I kept thinking, what did I do wrong? And then one day it hit me. Why let that garbage ruin my life?
So that's when you got in touch with the agency?
Oh, I tried eating out on my own at first. Our favourite Italian restaurant. And then suddenly I'm given the table at the back behind the palm tree.
So you hired Smith?
I didn't want a man. I was off men. I wanted someone to talk to. Company.
How many times did you date Smith?
8. He was good fun.
So why did you stop seeing him?
I don't know. I'd had enough.
Is that the real reason?
I'm doing it again, aren't I? Letting them walk all over me. I used to go back to his place for coffee.
After a date?
I mean, I even seemed to be getting on with Josie. That's his daughter. But then...
What happened?
He made coffee as usual. Only this time, well, it went a bit further. Well, a lot further, actually. I honestly thought he liked me. Well, it must have meant something. He gave me 30 quid back to cover the fee. Only
what?
When I looked in my bag the next day, my credit cards and cash were missing.
Why didn't you report this?
Why do you think?
Recognise him?
Yeah. Brought in a month ago for shoplifting. Oakes. That's it. Tommy Oakes. Apparently the kid asked Dave Quinnan if he got adequate life insurance.
What, you mean like a threat?
No. Dave reckons this Oakes was genuinely interested. That's why I remember him. Anyway, I'll get you an address.
Yes?
Mrs. Oakes?
Yes?
PC Garfield, PC McCann, Sun Hill. Is Tommy in?
Why?
We'd just like a word.
He's at college. What's this about? Oh, you better come in. I have to get on. They pay by the garment. What do you want with Tommy?
We've reason to believe that Tommy was involved in the shoplifting incident earlier on.
Rubbish.
No, he's done it before.
Oh, that wasn't his fault. There was a gang of them. My neighbours envy me, do you know that? Having a son like Tommy. It takes brains to go to college. You go to college?
Has he been back at all this afternoon?
Yes.
When was this?
Half hour ago.
What did he do?
He went to his room.
Would you mind if we took a look?
His room's private. What he does in there is his affair.
Well, if he's done nothing wrong, he'll have nothing to hide, will he?
His father's the one who never did a decent day's work in his life. Tommy takes after me. I'll expect an apology.
So what are these?
Price tags. Must have forgotten his key.
It's Tommy. So I'll leave it.
Who was that, Mrs. Oakes?
Kevin Mitchell, a friend of Tommy's.
If you could tell Tommy that we'd like a word, and no disappearing tricks this time.
And you sure it's Smith?
The theft stopped when he left the agency and they started up again when he rejoined.
It's a very expensive date, sir.
Well, what happened when you and George visited him about the previous offences?
He claimed to be shocked, didn't know anything about it.
You searched the house?
Twice, nothing.
The odd thing is, sir, that as far as we know, none of the stolen cards have ever been used illegally.
What's he like, this Smith?
Friendly, bit smooth, you know the type, sir.
But not dangerous. Not a nutter.
Not in my opinion.
Nor in the opinion of any of the women who've been out with him.
Well, apart from catching Smith with his hand in a bag, I don't see what else we can do.
With your permission, sir, I could hire him for the night.
June.
Oh,
P. Smith.
hello.
Hi.
Would you like a drink?
That depends on how you want to play this.
Sorry?
You can pay for everything as we go along, or you can slip me some money now and I'll handle things.
Oh, well, I don't know. Which would you prefer?
Whatever makes you happy.
Right. Is that what all your dates do?
Well, nothing wrong in wanting to be looked after.
Look, I'm sorry this was such short notice.
That's okay. Mrs. G said you wanted a trial run before a company do.
Yeah. Makes you sound a bit like a car.
Yeah, I can see the ad. One previous owner, difficulty starting in the morning, bodywork in need of attention. What are you drinking?
Oh, just the tonic water.
Same again and half a lager, please. So, do you work, June?
Me? Yeah, I'm only a clerk.
I bet that's not true.
How do you mean?
You probably run the place.
No. And what do you do?
Oh, I'm only a plumber.
So, how did you get into this?
Well, nice to get out and meet such lovely people. To be honest, I needed the money. So, what do you fancy? On the menu.
Hey, isn't that Tommy Oakes' pal Kevin? You found your mate Tommy yet?
No.
Any idea where he is?
No.
The only piece I want is a piece of the action. Great taste in T-shirts, by the way. So Tommy's not the only one who's into new clothes, eh?
Sometimes goes down the amusement arcade, Dazzlers, after 9, okay? Just don't let on, I told you.
First kiss.
No.
You can't bottle it now. It's your turn.
Oh. All right, I was 16. I nearly died.
Not that good.
Well, I didn't know how to kiss and breathe, so I just went bright red and panted a lot. Heaven knows what he thought.
He's probably very flattered.
Yes.
Do you ever regret not marrying?
Can't regret what you've never had.
Yeah. Well, I've got plenty of regrets where my ex is concerned. One is meeting her in the first place.
You must have liked her once.
Oh, yeah, she was great.
So, what went wrong, if you don't mind me asking?
Suddenly I wasn't enough. Too solid. Boring, I suppose. And she always did like a party.
So why is Josie with you? Sorry.
Well, that's okay. But to start with, when she cleared out, she took Josie with her. Lots of girls should be with their mum stuff.
Go on.
Well, then she got herself another fella. He didn't want Josie cluttering up his life, so her mother sent her back.
I'm surprised your ex hasn't put you off women for life.
What? There are nice ones like your end.
I think I'll have another go at the salad bar. And watch my handbag, will you?
Why? What's he gonna do?
What do you want? Cheese and pickle or cheese and pickle? What, an hour after this? We could be looking at overtime here. Is that what you call it? Can't remember the last time I took a bird out for dinner. Waste of time and money, man. Suppose you just buy him a cheese and pickle sandwich.
Bill, please. I thought we could skip coffee, have it back at my place. It's up to you. Only means I can check on Josie. I know she's 15, but I still worry. I'll bring you home afterwards, no problem.
Okay.
I'm paying, remember?
Our lovers are on the move. Back to his place for a coffee and a mint crisp, you reckon? Naughties, naughties. Well, naughty, come on, Jude.
That's him. Oh, his mum's right. Tommy's very popular.
What is this?
Tommy Oakes?
Could be.
Come on, sunshine. Very nice.
Listen, if Josie's a bit rude, one you should put some people off.
Which one's this then?
Oh, hello, I'm June.
Suppose you'll be wanting coffee.
Please, I'd like that.
Not good for you this late at night. Keep some people awake.
Josie. Sorry. Come through. Bit of a mess, I'm afraid. Decorating.
Oh, it's going to be very nice.
Eventually. Right. Coffee?
Oh, yes, please. Do Do all of your dates come back?
Most. Depends if I'm running them home.
You can't like them all, surely.
Well, some more than others. There was one.
Go on.
Maybe not.
Oh, come on, after all I've told you.
Well, it was 2 or 3 months back. We got on really well. Had a few dates. Then one night back here, things took a different turn. So I thought.
So do you still see her?
Never heard from her again.
Oh.
So much for the Smith charm. Mind you, Josie was at her worst that night. Can't say I blame Mary for being put up.
So have you contacted this Mary since?
What's the point? I come as a package now. Me and Josie.
Do you mind if I use your bathroom?
First on the right, up the stairs.
Cheers.
Martin Cox, XL, T, TS, G, logo. What, are you working for the Secret Service?
That's all right, Sarge. I reckon I know what's going on.
Oh, gosh, look at the time. I really ought to be going.
Sure you want to have another? Jelly?
No, thank you very much.
Keys. Keys. Josie! Josie! I'm giving June a lift home.
My credit cards and £50 in cash are missing.
What? Look, if you want to use the phone, call the police.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Hang on. Oh, God, not again. You all flaming nutters or what?
I'm WPC Ackland, Sunhill Police.
I don't believe
Will
it.
you empty your pockets, please?
Why stop there? Why not try the football as well, eh? I know.
Pete!
Another cushions. I must be going mad. I mean, why do you think I'd do such a stupid thing?
Well, money, kicks, get your own back on women.
Oh, please.
It only happens on your dates, Pete. Last time my colleagues questioned you, you left the agency. That's a very odd thing to do if you've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, now you know why. Hassles like this. I mean, I thought I'd been unlucky. Landed some menopausal loonies. You read about it.
And yet you went back.
I told you I needed the money.
Last night's date, Nancy Wheeler, reported her checkbook and card missing.
This is crazy. If I was that desperate, I'd rob a bank. Wouldn't get so much grief from Josie for a start.
Is Josie always here when you bring your dates back?
What are you studying at college?
Business studies.
What, got fed up of hard work, did you? Thought you'd try thieving instead.
Look, this shirt, it's Italian. Paid for. As far as I'm concerned, I'm doing very nicely. That's for my projected earnings.
You're not going to make a fortune in the nick, though, are you?
We never know.
You're in the wrong room. Is this next door?
Josie, I'm a police officer. I believe you may have some things of mine.
What's she on about?
Do you mind if I have a look?
Josie.
Josie, I want you to listen very carefully. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
It's all your fault. I hate you.
My fault? You're the one who's got some explaining to do.
What do you care? Too busy out enjoying yourself.
Out earning some money to get you all the things you wanted.
Don't give me that. I heard you.
Heard me?
That Sylvester woman. My own dad. It's disgusting.
I thought you were asleep.
Well, I wasn't. I don't know what you see in her. She's a slag.
Josie.
They're all slags.
I'm sure you don't mean that, Josie.
Butt out. What's it got to do with you?
You stole from me.
Fancy having to buy a date? You must be desperate.
I'm warning you.
If you didn't like your dad working for the agency, then why didn't you tell him how you felt?
Oh, sure. Try that with Mum. Doesn't work.
So you started stealing from your dad's dates?
I never did anything with the stuff. Slung it in a canal.
Do you realise your dad could have gone to jail for that?
I'd have told him. I just wanted it.
What?
I wanted it to be me and him. I mean, if he gets serious...
Yes?
He'll get rid of me.
Great, thanks.
So you were trying to warn these women off your dad?
Worked as well. After police came round, he stopped for a while. We had a mega time, just the two of us. It's okay. I know. Blown it. Start packing.
Listen, this is your home, Josie. We're a team, right? If anyone else comes along, they join the team. But no more stunts like this, okay?
Okay, I'd better be getting along. You're going to have to bring Josie down to the station in the morning.
What do you think will happen?
Well, I'm not in a position to say, but given the circumstances, I shouldn't...
Are you going out with my dad again?
I doubt it.
That's all right, then.